I'm Mark Viette, and I'm going to talk about how you can successfully grow dogwoods, which really dogwoods is one of our favorite trees. Everybody loves dogwoods and they try to plant them in their front yard or around their home. But over the last few years, some of our native dogwoods are the ones that you'll see in nature and parks and up in the mountains has succumbed to a lot of problems such as heat and drought. So if you have a time period where there's a long, like summer-long drought or a fall drought or a winter drought, some of our dogwoods don't enjoy that. You might notice a lot of growth coming out from the trunk of your native dogwoods. This is sometimes a sign that your dogwood tree is not completely happy. You'll also notice here some of the branches that have died back, and they're going to look like this. So all of a sudden you'll see a branch that's completely dying, and when you snap it, they're brittle. Keep in mind, one thing that you can really do with your dogwoods is to keep them well watered. That's about an inch of water once a week. So they're like really long, deep watering. But if you see these problems, water them more, keep them happy, well fed, and then you might successfully grow these dogwoods for another few years. This is one of the disease-resistant dogwoods that you can have in your own garden. I mean, there's many different names that you might consider when looking for this, but the real key is ask, I want a disease-resistant dogwood. And look at the beautiful flowers on this. This blooms later than our native dogwoods, and it has larger flowers, and as you see, beautiful flowers turn almost to a pure white. The only difference on some of these dogwoods is that they don't produce berries. But on the other hand, you don't get the disease that the other dogwoods with berries will have. One thing I also noticed with some of these dogwoods, as you look down upon it, is where you see its beauty. So on this type of dogwood, you really don't want to remove the lower branches. You want to leave the lower branches to grow outwards so you could see and look down on the beautiful flowers of this dogwood. I'm Mark Viette, and this is one of the disease-resistant new dogwoods you can have right in your own backyard.